Hello, my name is Beatriz and I'm Spanish, but I decided to do my videos in both Spanish and English so that I can reach more people and maybe also practice my English. What I like is sewing and languages, but also taking care of the planet. I try to live as sustainable as possible and eco-friendly life, and so I try to sew using old clothes and transforming them into new ones so that I don't consume and buy so many new clothes and new fabrics. I'm not a professional. I learned basically from YouTube tutorials as well. Therefore, I thought, why not sharing my ideas also so that I can maybe help other people and give them ideas. Yeah, that's basically it. And so I hope you like it. This is the item that I'm going to transform in this video, and I think it's funny because I didn't know the word in English and I looked it up in the dictionary and it's poncho just as in Spanish. So the first thing I did was picking up this blouse because the shape is what I basically want to cut for the back piece. So I use it as a pattern. Then we can pin it in place and cut it. Next, we're gonna sew the armholes with a straight stitch. And now, with one of the front pieces that we kept before, we're gonna match the fringe in the bottom and crossing it diagonally so that the black strap matches the opposite shoulder. We flatten all the wrinkles and leave some seam allowance to cut this piece in the side to match the back piece. And after cutting it, we have to pin it right sides together so that we can then close this side. But first we have to sew the front side of the armhole. So this is how it looks after sewing the first armhole and the first side. And now all we have to do is repeat the same process with the other piece that we cut, which is the one that you can see in the background, so that we get something like this. Here's a better look of what we got so far, and all we have to do now is sew in this armhole and the side that we just cut. But not everything is gonna be about sewing, so I took a break and I made some muffins. And here's my cat. I introduced you to my cat, Soki. He's the most beautiful cat in the world, but what am I gonna say, right? And after eating some yummy magdalenas, we can go back to our sewing project stronger. And now what I'm doing is cutting the neck. And I realize I have to take this tag off and sew the little gap. I used a similar sweater to know how much space I needed for my head. And we could have done that afterwards when we have all the front pieces put into place, but I did it before, I don't know why. Never mind. Now all we have to do is put into place the front pieces and marking again the space we need for the neck. The only thing that we have to take into account is that when we sew right sides together, the first layer that we put into place, it's the one that's going to be visible from the outside. So once they're placed as we want, they are ready to be sewn. But for the neck, I wasn't sure if I wanted a turtleneck or not, and I had some fabric left, so I cut this in rectangular shape and tried it on. But in the end, I decided not to put it as a turtleneck because I preferred it in a simple neck. But still, I wanted to show you so that you know that if you have some fabric left, you can put it in a turtleneck. And when I tried on, I saw that the fabric on the shoulders was too thick, and also that I had to take in some centimeters in each side. Here you can see the shoulder sewn, and you can also see some pink thread because it was for a basting stitch, because the fabric is so thick that it could move. And now I'm gonna round the neck because, as I told you, I decided to just leave it in a rounded simple neck. Here I'm cutting the fabric that's left in the shoulder because it's too thick, and I'm cutting it as close to the thread as possible so it is a little bit more flattened when we put it on. And I'm also gonna do a little stitch so it lays looking to just one side and it is less visible. And now all we have to do is take in the centimeters that we measured before for each side. Here you can see it's sewn, and I'm just gonna take off some fabric that's left, and also I'm gonna round up a little bit more the front side of the neck and sew it. It's all finally sewn, but before showing you the final result, I wanted to remind you that with the fabric that's left, we could do something else if you didn't use it for a turtleneck. And apart from that fabric, I had some scraps, and maybe you've realized that I have a pincushion that's half full, half empty, because I made it myself, and I'm filling it with all the scraps that I have from different projects. So with these scraps, I'm gonna just finish filling it, and it's actually the perfect fabric because it's so soft, and yeah, it's perfect, and we don't waste any fabric. So here's the final result. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos.